we got Captain Bitcoin here. He's gonna help me do some 30-second intros. Shh. Thank you. Oh my God, yes. We're gonna do some 30-second intros. We're gonna see who's here. And then we're also gonna talk about some facts when it comes to staying with crypto. So, Captain Bitcoin, thank you for being here. Here you go. Woo.
Hey guys, I think this is awesome that Shanice has organized this. Like, Stand the Crypto is a national organization that's responsible really for changing the whole narrative in the United States around crypto. If you guys recall, it used to be fired from your job if used to be a crypto bro, crypto girl, and things, and now we have the legislation that actually very pro crypto. So we're going to start out with introductions tonight. So if you want to do a 30-second fast pitch about who you are, who you represent, or just about yourself, talk about your dog, 30 seconds, it's optional. Just come on up. Then after that, we'll do some talks with a crypto lawyer, with Maria, talking about treasury projects and the new NASDAQ rules that launched yesterday, and then we'll do a panel at the end. So right now, just come on up if you have 30 seconds, especially if you're new to Miami. This is your time because people don't know you're new to Miami. So I'm looking at the Singapore dudes over there. And
not calling anyone out.
Yeah. All right. Come on up, guys. All right, Mr. Singapore, he's about to get married in Singapore. So he left his fiancée behind to come and see Stand Crypto.
Hi everyone, my name is Jay, and yes, I'm from Singapore, so happy to be here. I'm with my team member Frank, who's our manager. So what we do is we build AI for businesses, so very specific AI for businesses, and we are also in crypto. So happy to be here. If you guys want to know more, just come and reach out to me or Frank. Thank you.
Yeah, well, welcome to Miami. So let's call up the NFT bro. We haven't seen an NFT bro in a while.
Hello guys, how are you? My name is Ralph Arialza, native to Miami. Big into NFTs, big into Ethereum. Digital ownership is the way to go. And I don't know what else to say. But glad to be here. Thank you, Shanice, for the amazing event. Really cool how you rallied people around. See you in the back. Really cool. Super happy to be here. And thank you.
Let's go!
And we'll call out Bitcoin Godfather. I'll switch up with the camera with you. So Bitcoin Godfather just got back from Japan and Singapore.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for being so kind and hospitable. This is a cool space, isn't it? This is pretty fucking cool, right? So I live in Palm Beach County, up in the Boynton Beach area, and I run 2 different meetups. I've been doing that for about 5.5 years. We just take people right off the street, people that are new to crypto, they want to learn something, they want to know how to open up a wallet, or they want to know how to trade, or whatever they want to know. We have a group, myself and other core people that are there to try and help these people because they have nowhere else to go. And so we just try to be there at the same place at the same time, very consistent, and trying to help people. And I also MC a bunch of different crypto events up in Palm Beach County. I'm always making a nuisance of myself. And I was invited to come down here and meet all of you beautiful people here today. Just kind of spontaneous, and I'm really thrilled to be here and participate in this event. Thank you.
So you guys, anyone who wants 30 seconds, come on up, maybe we'll just do a line here. And then we'll do some lightning talks with Margaret, the crypto lawyer, Eric, the real estate guru for crypto, and then Maria. And then we'll do a panel. The panel is going to be about Stand Crypto and basically what we can do as a Miami community to affect local crypto legislation. And it's going to be modeled out for what other Stand Crypto chapters in other cities have been doing. So,
thanks, Praveen. What's up, guys? My name's Alex. I am founding a token trading terminal where we filter out Bad tokens using AI, so on average that's like 80%. It helps people lower the barrier to entry, new people and other people that already know about crypto in the space. And I feel like AI is the future to help us use the tools to make better sound decisions. So in a nutshell, I'm a believer for decentralization, power to the people, and that's why we're here.
Anyone else? Diane? All right, Diane is represented human artist versus robot artist in our holiday party. She battled a robot painter and she won.
Hey everyone, Eric Mendelson. I'm originally from New York, but I've been here for like 20 years. I'm a recovering music executive. I've worked with some of the biggest artists in the world. Back when Pravi and I used to do these type of events, there was maybe 4 people in the room, and things have certainly changed a lot. I'm the first entrepreneur in Miami to do an ICO, if you remember what those were. I won TechCrunch Disrupt, the only entrepreneur in Miami to win TechCrunch. I'm a pioneer in the music NFT space. I've done campaigns for some of the biggest music artists in the world, from Tory Lanez to Doja Cat to Whitney Houston Estate to Biggie Smalls Estate, done all those NFT projects. But now I swing homes and sell mortgages. I'm the biggest crypto real estate agent in America. I run the only crypto division for a real estate company at Avante Way, which is one of Florida's largest privately owned companies. I'm the head of the crypto division. Even though I don't look like it, I've executed over $20 million of crypto-related transactions. My clients primarily, who are crypto rich and cash poor, primarily leverage. They borrow against their crypto to buy property, so they leverage one asset to buy a second asset, and then when they pay back the loan for the first asset, they can recognize that appreciation. And I'm kind of like a pioneer in that space, and I've been doing this for a while. Thanks, Prof. Thanks for having us.
So you guys really should take your 30 seconds to introduce yourself, because next week is a big week in Miami crypto. We actually have the launch of, we have the relaunch of Bid Angels on Monday, Tuesday, with Michael Turkman coming to town, people pitching crypto projects to angel Bitcoin investors. And we also have potentially a new crypto-friendly Miami mayor going to be launching his campaign as well on Monday as well. So a lot going on. So if you want to practice your pitch tonight in front of this audience before you do it for real next week, this is your 30-second chance. So anyone? Bueller? All right. Good.
I don't really have a pitch. My name is Bolin. I work for MasterCard with the crypto blockchain team.
Speak up, Bolin, can't hear you.
Shout out to MasterCard. We're into crypto and blockchain. We're here to support the ecosystem, enable builders. So yeah, not a pitch, but kind of. Shouts out to Profits for hosting.
All right, great. Intern Miami.
What's going on, guys? Fairly new to the space. This is an awesome platform here. I'm an X Factor on X, if you guys have seen me on the spaces. But we're working right now. I'm a marketing guy, right? So we're working on a predictive markets AI agent called Quantrix, and that's kind of what we're working on. Pretty bullish on predictive markets, and happy to be here. So, thank you.
That's a big topic. Great. All right, so let's start with Margaret. Yeah. So Margaret's going to do a little talk on standard crypto and just the general landscape for the crypto legislation as it currently stands.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for coming out tonight for Stand With Crypto, which is a really important organization to get involved with if you're in the crypto industry. Knowing what's going on at the federal and state levels with respect to policy and regulation and how you can have an impact, because you can really have an impact on it. I am the Chief Legal Officer of Everstake. We are one of the largest global staking validators and yield product providers. We have over 6.5 billion in assets under management and support over 100 blockchains. So we support more blockchains than any validator infrastructure out there, because we believe in trying to bring the next Solana up. We were there when Solana started, before they were When they were figuring out how to build the L1 for Solana, we were there sitting with them and helping them figure it out. And we do that today. We see over 30 new projects a month that come in our door asking us to go through our R&D and help them. So it's active, and all of you are a really important part of that. But where you can make a difference really is in policy right now. Like, how can I make a difference if I'm an engineer or I'm an NFT artist, right? How can I make that difference? I'll give you an example. I went to the SEC to get the staking guidance that came out that said staking is not a security. The rewards you receive from staking are not securities anymore, based on the guidance we got this year. Right? I wrote letters to the SEC and I met in person with them, but I didn't just go as a lawyer. I brought my engineers with me, because it turns out what the SEC wanted to know about was all the how it works. How does staking work? They wanted to know about the technology. They did not want to know about the, you may have heard the Howey test or the legal arguments. They didn't care about those. They wanted to understand the technology. This is very different from the government we had before President Trump came into office. So different. So that's happening there. But on the state level, we're seeing the opposite. We're seeing states come after us for crypto. This is, and you know, it's very bipartisan. So you can get involved at the state level. You're in Florida, so it's a very crypto-friendly state, you know, to some extent. So that's where you get involved. If you want to get involved, come talk to us about Stand with Crypto. Profits? She's the one? Yeah, talk to her.
So you, Margaret, why don't you?
The state stopped staking. The state stopped staking. The federal government is okay with it.
I'm sorry, what's the question, Aaron?
The states prohibit staking. The federal government is okay with it.
Well, what the states can do is they can say it's actually money transmission, and you need a state license for that. The 50 states still have the ability to come after you for different things. They can say it's fraud. They can say we're going to tax you a certain way. So that's what the states are doing right now across the board. That not every state, it's basically the blue states that are going after it because we are sex traffickers and terrorists. Right? So this is why I've been in crypto since 2015, working as a lawyer since 2015. So this is a friendly crowd. You will see me in my suit, looking very lawyer-like, talking to the normies who are out there and trying to get them to understand that this is a technology revolution we're going through, and a change in our financial system. So we have to show up that way for those crowds. We're going to have to do this on a state-by-state level because they can shut down all the great stuff that's happening at the federal level.
So, Mark, why don't you so, you know, it's kind of was refreshing with all the new people in the room who don't know anything about Bitcoin and such. Like, we have a newcomer here, and he was asking me who Michael Saylor is, what MicroStrategy is, and it's actually reminds us to go back to our roots sometimes too. So when you talk about normies, right? I think about it's even more than that because we're not even starting from zero. We're starting from negative, where we've had years of people saying we're drug dealers and et cetera, et cetera. So what's the first thing? How do you open the conversation with like a local mayor or just a voter? Like, what's that conversation go with, like, when people already have a negative connotation of what we do?
So if you, instead of focusing on how you can, profits, make profits with them, but you focus on what the technology is and what it's doing and how it's taking out intermediaries that take fees out of things, right? So brokers, for example, you don't need a broker. You don't need a custodian. Right, with decentralized fund. If you start to talk about the technology more, but start with the really basic. I have a 5-minute presentation I do that's visual using red solo cups, describing how a Bitcoin transaction works versus an international wire transaction. And for those of you who use Bitcoin and transact in Bitcoin, or truthfully you use stablecoin because nobody, I hold on for your life to my Bitcoin, but transacting takes a second. Your data is not spread through 7 different banks to do an international wire transaction. So you start to talk about that, but doing it with a visual and making it and comparing it to something that they know. So trying to compare it to what exists and how this is a technology shift. And you can make money at it. And people are making money at it. And also acknowledging that we have scammers and rugs and things happening that, like, I can't explain what the hell Justin Sun did the last 2 days. It was like whiplash, right? If anyone knows what was going on there. So we have people like that, and saying that's not, being able to present, it's not everybody is like this in our industry. I have been in fintech as an attorney for 28 years. That means I worked on the first ATMs. I worked on the first prepaid cards. They didn't exist, right? So I've seen this shift. I spent a lot of time trying to describe, we are going to, in 10 years, the shift that's happening in our financial systems is going to be extraordinary. And every normie is a future crypto fanatic. That's all you have to remember. I think Amy Street told me that once. There's somebody, you want to?
Yeah, I have a question. I'm actually quite intrigued that you've been in fintech for almost 30 years, so you may be aware of the current legacy systems in these big banks that are currently using programming languages such as COBOL.
And Fortran.
As somebody who has a minor in computer science from 1980s, I coded in COBOL back then, and Pascal. Yes, the banks still have that. The local governments don't even, like, people talk about bringing blockchain into the local governments. Local governments are not even electronic in most places. Like title searches. Title searches are manual, right, Eric? So we still have to move things to the first level, Web 1, Web 2, in a lot of things. And banks are so key on that. The neobanks that you see coming out are the competitors that are going to bring those banks down, though, that are like that. A lot of the community banks can't. I was the GC of one of the first crypto banks, so know this area really well. A lot of the community banks that are out there, they never have the money to spend on technology infrastructure, and it's always seen as a cost because it doesn't make profit, right, in the past. But now they're realizing with the competition with neobanks, yes, they have to move, but they still don't have the money. These are the people who are doing the loans to, the restaurants, right? These banks are really, really important. So I am really interested to see what happens with crypto in supporting that and replacing that sort of infrastructure.
So in your time with fintech, what would be the practical programming language to replace COBOL? I mean, seeing the NSA have picked up Rust as
I think Rust, that's my personal view, and you're seeing that in a lot of the neobanks. If you look at the platforms for a lot of the neobanks, they're using Rust. But I don't know. I'm a lawyer, and last time I coded was in 1993, personally. So, but I spent a lot of time around engineers and describing what they do. So, but I think Rust is but what is your thought? What do you think it will be?
I think Rust should take over like pre-existing legacy systems such as COBOL. That's what I think.
Yeah.
You have the NSA picking up Rust, so that's saying something. And very good.
Yeah. But moving a bank, which is a huge, £50 million boat, to something new in their systems, just moving them to something like some simple moves takes 2 to 3 years of planning. If anyone who's been inside a traditional finance, you know that. And the people who actually are in the traditional finance, like the people who are in the tech departments of banks, they're not getting paid that well. They're not the top technology people that are in those places. It's more of a 9 to 5 mentality that is there, and they're not treated very well overall. So where you're seeing that innovations is where the entrepreneurs are starting up the neobanks. And the people who are starting them are usually engineers, and they bring in somebody with a financial background to pair with. That's where we're seeing a lot of interesting stuff happen.
Thank you so much, Robert. So I'd like to point out the things that Neil was saying. He didn't introduce himself, so I'm gonna do his introduction for him. So So Sir Neil, he does a lot of work at the Space Flight Club, and he's developing this like hardware ring, Aura ring, where you can like vibe with someone over a blockchain to dance with or something. But it's kind of cool because that's the whole Wynwood Miami vibe, right? You kind of like be creative and just like go with it and figure it out, and that's why so many of the top entrepreneurs in the world, including Jeff Bezos and even Mark Zuckerberg, all that was actually incorporated in Miami. So we have that open, creative mindset here. So thank you so much. So we're gonna Rusty Neil, Mr. Rust. We're gonna re-nickname him. So Maria, come on, it's yours. Yeah. So the problem is, she made eye contact, and now she's forced to speak. So Maria is going to talk about the latest, hottest trend is treasury companies and marrying a TradFi with DeFi, especially what happened yesterday with the NASDAQ.
Hi all. Well, I wish I knew more. Like you caught me by surprise. I didn't know that you said that I'm gonna speak. No, but like as you know, since Bitcoin hit all-time high and even before that, a lot of companies started to create Bitcoin treasuries, and right now a lot of companies started to create Ethereum treasuries. And one of the founders of BitMine, it's a publicly traded company, he announced on his YouTube that they are creating Ethereum treasury. And they think that Ether will go up to $60,000, although I don't even know how the person from the publicly traded company can do such an announcement online, but whatever. And I think there was like some other news that like some other company created $176 million worth of Ethereum treasury. So I really like Ether myself. I like Ethereum as a blockchain. That was like the first blockchain that allowed you to build on it. And a lot of people nowadays are skeptical and like gas fees are high, and there are like a lot of new cool and hip blockchains. And of course we love them all. We love Solana, we love Sui, we love whatever, insert the brand name. But I still like Ethereum. I still think it's like a good OG blockchain, which showed us how to build. And I think it's gonna be good. I like Bitcoin treasuries, and obviously NASDAQ gonna look out for them and make sure that it's not gonna be any money laundering and stuff like that. But in general, we see that crypto becomes more and more institutionalized. And and also if you don't know me, my name is Maria. I have, for the past 5 years, I have a PR and marketing company, Interstellar Digital. We have worked with a lot of projects in the industry, ZK Sync, Propi, Synternet, Block Apps, etc., Anchor. That's it. Thank you.
I think we're gonna wrap up soon. So just to reiterate why we're here, this is the Stand with Crypto Fall Mixer. And Stand with Crypto is the organization that's really responsible for changing the whole narrative behind crypto on the federal and now on the state level. So, how you can be involved. So, basically Stand with Crypto does trips to DC to meet Congress people, Congress women, congressmen, and also up and coming candidates who are running for their elected office on the state and national level. So it's also a way for you to learn and make a name for yourself as well, because you have a community behind you. So it's not just you trying to meet with your local city commissioner. You can represent Stand Up Crypto or work with Profit to educate yourself about how to talk to people. Well, you gotta start somewhere, right? So if you're looking for an opportunity to really be involved in the community, this is as good a place as any, I think. And in other cities, Stand Up Crypto has really done well. So now hopefully Miami is gonna be the next great Stand Up Crypto community. So yeah, Diane. Profit, how do you get involved? Once you get to the
guy's a natural. Put your hands together for Captain Bitcoin. I know you guys feel tricked. I thought I came here to get drunk. No, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn, and we're gonna get lit. No, but I've been hosting events within the Web3 space for the last 4.5 years, over 8 events a year, with Art Basel being the biggest event that I throw at the end of or I guess I should say the beginning of December. So when I learned about Stand With Crypto over a year ago, I was like, man, how do we camaraderie? Like, how do we mingle? And so I would go to the events around the world. I would meet other presidents as well, and I realized, wow, this is exactly what is empowering the communities in different cities to continue this right here. This stuff isn't free, guys, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of times people that host these events, not even just me, they're coming out of pocket, right? To make it fun, food, drinks, the venue, the whole spot. So I'm really appreciative to now have the chance to be the official chapter president for Florida, and I can't do it without you guys. I need y'all's help. I genuinely need y'all's help. So if you want to be involved in any way, if you have friends in Tampa, if you have people in North Florida, Ocala, wherever in Florida, like it's a movement. It's literally not just one person. It's everybody. So just you guys being here tonight, thank you so much. Make sure everybody gets each other's Telegrams and Instagrams. We have a Miami chat, I think. There's a few of them, so make sure everybody gets added to them and all that good stuff. You can expect more mixers here at the Collectors Club, so make sure you guys also follow them on Instagram. If you have children into Pokemon collectibles, maybe you're into Pokemon and collectibles, it's okay. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff in the front that you can buy, check out. And yeah, there's events here going on all the time. Again, if you like crypto even a little bit, which obviously we all do, this is the environment that we got to bring our friends to, that they don't feel like crypto the way we feel about crypto, right? So we got to bring them to these types of events. Once again, thank you for your time. I hope everybody's enjoyed themselves. Get a drink, eat some pizza. Thank you for being here. Let's run the music back, right? Good? Awesome.